Welcome to today's episode of Sky Stories, where we dive into the incredible world of aviation incidents and learn what keeps us safe in the skies. Today, we're talking about a nerve-wracking event involving an A321 aircraft. It was a relatively warm day, with temperatures reaching 30 degrees Celsius, or about 86 Fahrenheit for our American listeners. The aircraft, ready for takeoff, was set in CONIF 2 configuration with packs on. Its maximum takeoff weight was a hefty 73 tons. That's right, and everything seemed standard at first. The flight crew applied the usual thrust switch to TOGA, or takeoff go-around thrust, which is used to give the aircraft maximum power. But shortly after liftoff, at just 90 feet above the runway, the crew faced their first sign of trouble. The engine warning alarms went off. Both engines were overheating. The pilot flying, or PF as they're called, quickly adjusted the thrust levers to what's known as MCT, or maximum continuous thrust. This would ideally prevent further strain on the engines while maintaining necessary power. At 450 feet, the autopilot was engaged to stabilize the flight. Despite these adjustments, the situation escalated. By 890 feet, the thrust for engine 1 was reduced to idle to manage the overheating, and the crew prepared for emergency procedures. Climbing past 1,300 feet, a critical decision was made. The crew shut off engine 1 completely and leveled off at 1,500 feet. The return to the airport was now inevitable. The pilot then climbed to 4,000 feet to safely manage the aircraft with only one operating engine. Meanwhile, the auxiliary power unit, or APU, was started up, a crucial move for additional electrical power and backup systems. As they began their descent for an emergency landing, the crew attempted one more restart of engine 1. Miraculously, at about 2,700 feet, the engine roared back to life. With both engines now operational, the aircraft approached and landed without any further incidents. It was a close call, but handled with utmost professionalism by the flight crew. Thank you for tuning in to Sky Stories. This incident not only shows the challenges pilots face, but also highlights the incredible safety measures in place in modern aviation. Stay safe and keep looking up. Until next time, clear skies and tailwinds to all our listeners.